Welcome to this episode of Vendetta on Air.
Coming to the stage now, Phoenix Kalani.
Alright, stream is starting up. Let's broadcast this shit in 100. The live stream of Pew Chat Die starts now.
Dang, dang, dang.
No. Oh, I did it in guild chat.
Oops.
The entire 3 people will see that. There we go. There we go. Now we got it.
Let me switch my Wi-Fi point real quick. Make sure I'm on the fast one.
Not a problem, sir. He runs Linux. He has multiple Wi-Fi points. Welcome to the show. Open Washburn.
Thank you very much, sir.
Actually, I figured you'd be switching. You wouldn't even hear any of that.
It was that fast. I got super high-tech shits.
So this is in the question list. What do you do for a living?
Right now, for the last 2 years, I am a Mac OS 10 and Linux server consultant. So basically, I tell people how to set up their networks, and then they go, okay, that sounds like a good idea. Go ahead and do that. And that's what I do.
And a lot of people actually use OS 10 for servers?
Oh, yeah. Most of my clients are actually law firms and lobby groups in Washington, D.C.
Sounds like a very interesting job.
Not really. It's usually my email's got too much spam in it. Well, quit signing up at websites with your work email, bro. What do you want me to tell you?
All right. Oh, people are probably asking me questions, aren't they? Probably not. They don't care. They don't pay attention.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
I actually had to shoot Zijin to get him to join Nation Wars, so it was pretty funny. Shot him, ran off, and was like, come join Nation Wars, yeah! Good times. 2 monitors is not enough. I have too much crap I want to see.
That's why I have 3. Actually, technically I have 4, but I only use 3 of them.
If I ever did 3, I'd want them to be the same size, I think is my problem.
Yeah, I have 2 HD 1920s, and then 2 laptop screens, so.
Oh, man, I don't know what it is about that, like, 1368 by 7, whatever it is, resolution on laptops. That is the most horrible invention ever. Oh,
dude, my one is a MacBook, it's a little 11-inch MacBook Air. I can't even see that fucking thing. I bought it because I'm like, oh, ultra portable, yeah, woohoo, I can work outside. Yeah, no. So blind I can't see that motherfucker with my glasses on.
Seeker wants to know where to watch the live stream, huh? YouTube that shit. Vendetta on Air. Oh, okay. I'm sick as well, unfortunately, so I'm hoping that the coffee keeps me going enough to make this a good show.
Oh, hey, there's nothing wrong with a good loogie hack in the middle of the interview.
Right? That's probably gonna happen.
That's how they know it's real and not pre-recorded.
I don't know. I guess you could pre-record some loogie hacks. No drop frames. The webcam,
sample.
Webcam still isn't clear. Huh. You know what I might do then? I might set up a second tripod with a second camera and then just overlay it in the edited version if this thing can't record smoothly.
Stop making your computer trying to do too much work, lazy.
Right? The computer has to be the active one. I'm the lazy one. Nah. Screw it. Or maybe not. Maybe if I got rid of that.
Just overlay it with porn video, dude. That'll be way more appropriate.
Oh.
Wow.
Is that a lemon whore? Did you actually watch that? That was pretty funny. Alright. Well, to get serious then. First question of the day. Dr. Lecter asked, who the hell are you?
No one of any consequence.
No one of any consequence. That's a good enough answer, I suppose. Anyways.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Guest today is Hoban Wash Washburn, now affectionately known as Grandpa Wash. So, yes, welcome to the show, sir.
Awesome. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for participating. I've kind of been taking a break recently, and so I needed an episode to kind of kick me back into gear. And we've chatted a few times already, so I figured, you're easy enough to get along with, and you actually volunteered to get thrown under the bus anyway, so why not?
Yeah, there's nothing like getting rolled over by the bus. Hey.
So, sir, how did you discover Vendetta online?
Actually, I discovered Vendetta through my Amazon TV. I purchased one because one of the guys I worked with was like a big Amazon guy, and he's like, "Dude, you got to get one of these." And my Apple TV was totally aggravating the shit out of me, so I bought an Amazon TV and got it all plugged in and set it up. I'm like, "Oh, sweet! There's games on it." And I just started scrolling through, and I'm like, "Oh, Vendetta Online. All right, this looks like cool spaceship first-person stuff. Awesome."
So is that Android based then?
Yeah, it's Android based. Yeah, but unlike like regular Android devices, it's not free to play. When you do it through the Amazon, you get like the 8-hour thing like you do on PC, and then you gotta subscribe.
Really, that's kind of odd.
And it's just the Amazon TV apparently.
That is even odder. You think it would just be based off of client, and if they're running the Android version of the client, it would be all the same rules.
Well, no, I think it's because the billing goes through Amazon. Because like when I did the subscription, it was like 3 days later, and I still couldn't play. I had to like send a ticket in to Incarnate and be like, "Hey, yo, I paid for this and it isn't hooked up, and Amazon can't answer the question for me." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we got that. Sorry, here you go."
That's funny because like how we all go, "Screw you, John Bergman." He was probably going, "Screw you, Andy," because of all the billing crap that he wrote that he now is not around to troubleshoot.
Probably.
So what year was that, sir?
That would have been 2014.
2014. Wow. This might just qualify as the noob edition then, since we have players that have been playing over 10 years already.
Yeah, no, I'm only at like a year and 8 months at this point.
So how long you transferred to playing on your PC eventually, but did that happen all at once, or was it kind of gradual, mixed bag for a while?
Well, I did. I had to order the game controller for my Amazon TV because it doesn't, you can't play it with that shitty little Amazon remote. And so I tried playing with the controller, and I've never really been. The only controller-based console game I've ever played was Gran Turismo. So I'm not really like super up with controllers and comfortable with them. And so I tried playing it for a while like that, and everybody that I kept running into, they were like watching how I was flying, and they're like, "Oh, you're on mobile," and I'm like, "No, actually, I'm not. I'm playing with the controller, and it sucks." And they're like, "Dude, get a PC." And I found out I'd already subscribed, and that I could play it on PC. So I was like, "Okay," moved it over onto my Mac, and started playing on my Mac with a keyboard and a trackball, and I was like, yes, this is how gaming is supposed to be.
Yeah, I remember because I think we all kind of get tired sometimes, but I took a break and I came back, and you ended up being one of the first people I ran into. I'm like, "Oh, this guy can't PvP," and I started getting my ass shot up. I was like, "Dude, something's different here," and apparently it was after you had made the switch. So,
well, I made the switch for like within the first month. Like I got frustrated with the controller thing like really quick.
Well, were you still doing a lot of hauling and such on your TV?
No, actually, all my dent building and stuff was all done on my PC. Like I said, I literally played on the Amazon thing for like less than a month.
Well, then maybe it was just all skill, sir. And in that case,
well,
congratulations.
I spent a lot of time messing with EP and like watching what he did and fighting him with alts that I made, so I could like ask him questions, and he'd be like, "Oh, you're an Itani, okay, cool, I'll tell you how to do this." And I was like, "Yeah, thank you, sir." So I figured, he gave me some pointers on some stuff, and
nice.
Like even when I finally got when I got Sky Proms, I ran into him a couple times at the bottom, and he even told me point blank, he's like, "Dude, you're way better in an SVG than you are in a prom." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, fair enough."
So what role did you begin with? Whether nationalist, pirate, trader, miner, Have you always been a nationalist?
I actually no. I started off in UIT, and I didn't have any guild. I wasn't really interested or looking for a guild. I was just kind of, wanting to scope it out, do my own thing, figure out all the little ins and outs. And funny enough, Sabat actually was the first person that tried to recruit me, because every time I tried to sneak through Edris to go down to Corvus to get a ship that I wasn't really licensed to have, every time he'd be sitting there in B11 waiting.
So this was family days, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'd never pay him. I had that whole newbie staunch, not paying pirates, blah, blah, blah. It's not worth it for a, 10,000 credit ship, not going to happen. And he'd boo me, and I'd come right back and just kept, I tried to outrun him a couple times, and he finally was like, dude, he's like, I like your gusto. I'm going to go ahead and, you want to join FAMI? And I'm like, yeah, no, not really interested in being a pirate. And at that point, I didn't know a lot, and the whole plug-in thing was like, yeah, not really interested.
Do you have any idea who Bohan the Elderly Shark is?
No idea.
Oh, well, Nikki just mentioned it. I had no idea if it was an inside joke or what was going on.
Oh, maybe it is, and I don't remember. I forget things a lot.
Well, I'm asking him, so we'll see if we get a response. What was your UIT's character name?
My UIT guy was Captain Tight Pants.
Captain Tight Pants. Oh, nice. Good old.
Very few people got the reference, so it was kind of wasted.
Well, okay. So last episode we talked about Captain Feathersword. I'm actually not familiar with Captain Tight Pants either. If you want to elaborate.
Well, I'm a huge Firefly Serenity fan, as you can tell by my character names, which is, by me having alts is kind of blatantly obvious if you know anything about the show, but that was what he got called in one of the episodes, and because Captain Reynolds was already taken in every iteration I could come up with, I was like, I'll just be Captain Tight Pants, it'll be funnier.
Okay, that makes sense, because I have seen the movie, and actually seen the movie a number of times because I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I made it all the way through the series, but I couldn't remember the Captain Tight Pants reference being used.
Yeah, no, it was just one time in one episode, and it was just really funny, and I was like, only true diehard fans will get it, so I'll know who the cool Firefly people are when I play. Yeah, I found like one person to do it.
It happens.
Yeah.
So 12net1 asks, how did you find one?
Well, after I got up to like level 3 and actually could, I was going for circle standing so I could get SVGs, because that's what everybody said was the ship to get. Or the first one I could get, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be like a level 11 waiting for an X1, so I'm like, I'll go get SVGs. Mm-hmm. And while I was doing that, I ran into some of the Sky guys, Reverless, and I can't remember the other guy's name. But I'd hang out with them a little bit in Edris and Ukari, and help them do stuff and try and watch what they were doing. And
so this
then
would actually,
I ran in.
This would be pre-faction Redux days as well, then, right?
I honestly don't know, because I wasn't really up on all that, but I think it was post, because this was like fall 2014.
Yeah, I think that.
I'm not sure when the Redux happened, but so yeah. And then while I was hanging around over there in Gray and trying to not get shot by by FAMI, I ran into A-Dog and Dirty, and they were taking out a Connie, and I was like, hey man, you guys mind if I help out? And they're like, yeah, come on, blah blah blah. And me being the dumbass noob, I was like 200 meters away while we're pummeling this thing. And they're like, you better back up. But yeah, nope. Boom.
Nope. Pop. I was in a rag the other day. It took me all the way from like 100 to 40 something percent, and I thought I was safe.
Yeah, no. I totally got boomed. But yeah, so I just kind of started following them around, because Sky kind of like dissipated at that point. And so yeah, they were like, A-Dog was like, hey, we could use somebody like you if you want to, you got to start a Circo guy, but we'll kind of help you get them going and see how you do, and then maybe maybe you can get in. So I was like, all right, hold on, give me 5 minutes. Logged off, made a Circo guy.
Didn't read the first 3 tutorial missions?
Yeah, just like click, 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 go. Okay, cool. And then I just started grinding missions, and they came and helped me with some of the little things to get me to level 3, so I could get back to SPGs really quick.
Yep.
And I did from level 3 to level 5 pretty much on my own, because they wanted to see that I could actually, was willing to commit and do the work. And like just before I hit level 5, A-Dog's like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and invite you to the group. We like you, we like your attitude, and boom, that's how I got into 1.
So how long did it take for you to decide to do the massive dent building grind?
Well, I did. I played for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 months doing the Circo thing, and then I took a break for a while because I was just like, like I was kind of getting bored with it, and so I took a break for like a month or 6 weeks or something like that. And when I came back, Jack was actually going full bore, started on his dent, and I didn't want to do one before because I was like, that's just way too damn much work.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured, okay, there's another guy that's kind of at my level that's building his trident, so 2 of us together may make it a little more enjoyable. At least we can shit talk the same stuff while we're doing it.
You want to call that enjoyable? Oh.
Yeah, no, it was miserable, but we ground him out in like 3 months. Of just like non-stop hauling and botting and building and hauling some more, and yeah.
I did watch the Circo jerk video of 2 tridents being built at the same time and was jealous as I sipped my coffee.
Oh yeah, what's cool about that is Jack actually had all the stuff for his done like 2 days before I did, and I had taken a break because it was Christmas, and I came back and he's like, dude, what do you got to do? I'm like, I got to move like 4 things and I can build. He's like, all right, well, I've been waiting for you. And I'm like, dude, you didn't have to wait. You could have just built yours. Like, no, man, we built them together. We're going to launch them together. I'm like, all right, cool.
Nice. So, Beer Attack, otherwise known as Kenny B, asked, why ignore people who are good at hunting an enemy? And then he actually put in all this crap at the end, which isn't a question, but I'll read it just for context. It's not like I chatted with you much, if at all. I've seen you ignore others that explode your ships. Since you've finished your dent, I doubt I'll explode as many of your moths, mining rags, and botting tours anymore. I think you'd be a fun PvP opponent.
Yeah. What's funny about that is I actually, first time I ran into Kenny, I was coming back from Corvus. I think I was moving Greyhounds for some reason up to Dow, and I don't remember why. Or I was moving to Edwards. I don't remember. But yeah, and this was, I didn't know all the details about the whole 1 TGFT war thing. That we pretty much were just shooting each other on sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he came at me, and I totally like railed his ship the first time. Dual Megaposi Law Newt. And we did some, we'd run into each other and have some PvPs, and then he started this whole swarm rag ninny bullshit, or swarm hound ninny bullshit. And it's like I have like 0 respect for that. That's just like lazy, sissy ninny bullshit in my book. It's like, swarms are for taking stations and blowing up dens.
Yep.
And and that's just, and that's when he started on, or at least I started noticing more the whole, oh, well, I'm just a neutral trader silliness. And I'm just like, you know what? Ignore, over it, because he's one of those guys that all he's looking for is the attention. And I'm like, well, guess what you're not getting from me? / ignore. Have a nice day.
Attention, maybe just the upper hand on a consistent basis. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he blew up a couple of my XCs, a couple of my mining rigs, one of my botting rigs one day, but, those things can't compete when a Greyhound's swarming you and you can't run away from them, It's like, okay, whatever. It's not like they were super skillful kills or anything.
Yeah. So, Greenwall, who I don't believe is playing currently, asked, why do you keep playing?
Because it's fun. I mean, I like the dudes that I play with in the guild. You know, A-Dog and Jack and Big and Boda and Dirty. You know, I mean, they're fun guys to hang out with. They're fun guys to play. It's fun shit talking people. I mean, doesn't require me to go outside in the heat.
Yes, yeah, I can understand that one. We are, I guess, general announcement as well for people that actually care. The 6th to 18th this month, I get to go on vacation with my family, and we're going to freaking Texas. So, yeah. Yep.
Take a rowboat and sunscreen.
I'm just gonna sit in a pool the entire time once I find a pool over there, and probably won't see me much. Anyways, yep, going to Texas. Yay, yeah.
Woohoo!
Inevitable asked, who is your favorite musician to listen to while playing, and why is it Justin Bieber?
He's the president of the Bieber fan club, and he keeps trying to get me in. That's just not going to happen. I honestly, when I'm playing, 9 times out of 10, it's History Channel on my TV that's off to the left of my desk setup that I'm listening to, not music. So, sorry to disappoint you there, Bode, but yeah, no Bieber allowed in this house.
I was going to try to sing some Bieber, and then I decided that I'm not up to that today. Sorry. Good. Pizza is Good, otherwise known as Marin Gambaro, asks, what is your favorite dish soap and laundry detergent?
Whatever the hell's on sale.
I understand that one. Sometimes I won't go for the dial, but, you know, otherwise we're all good.
Yeah, it's soap. Soap is soap. Who gives a shit?
As long as it smells decent.
That takes away from money I can spend on guitars and computer shit, so yeah, whatever's cheap.
Pew Chat Die live stream is live on YouTube.
Dun dun dun!
Go watch and ask questions here because I can only monitor so much chat at once.
You talk like I type. That's awesome.
Except for I type much slower than I talk, apparently. Only monitor so much chat at this point. There we go. Alright, finally got that one out. What is the least hygienic thing about the Itani?
They only wear pants and hats. I mean, want to see blue Smurf pits. I mean, really.
I missed the Smurf reference at first. That's hilarious. Did you ever have any interest in joining Itani at all?
No, not really. You know, my only experience with Itani was actually I ran into... let me take that back. EP was in his epic, you know, EP's being a douche and shooting everything that moves murder phase. But, you know, the dude was good, so it was like kind of like, I don't want to join these guys just to run from him. But, like, I ran into Bojan and B8 a lot. And would PvP with him, and he was really cool, and, you know, he gave me some pointers, and he sent me over to see some other people to help me with my PvP stuff. But yeah, I really didn't, you know, the first people that really, like, helped me and you know, gave me pointers and were like, hey, you know, we want you to join us because we like you, was, you know, Circo. So I was like, staying with the Circo.
Yeah, and Seeger, if you're watching or if you do watch, your question was pretty well covered in the beginning, so that's why I didn't ask it specifically. So, Grandpa Wash, which is better, Circo L, the Nev Rum, or Dow Wine? Be honest.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the chocolates. Screw the alcohol.
Yeah, I'm actually not a chocolate fan. If they had like,
I'm not a...
If they had like, I don't know, Itani peanut butter, I might eat it or something.
yeah, no, not a drinker, so I'd rather have the chocolates.
Forrest Space Bear wants to know if you ever use a mobile device.
No, I do not. My mobile devices consist of my iPhone and my iPad. No, I take that back. My phone has chess on it, so that's the only mobile device I have that has any kind of a game on it.
Now, have you tried to play on the iPad, and have you tried to install plugins on your iPad?
Nope.
All right.
No. Yeah, I'm not a big mobile fan of, I mean, I hate the fact that I have to carry around an iPhone, but I got to have it for work. If I had my way, I'd go back to my old, 2005 Razor, because...
I was working really hard on covering as many operating systems as I could for the first tutorial video, which was installing plugins. And I knew that Vendetta Online was available for iOS, but I didn't realize that they still haven't made it to the goddamn iPhone yet. So
yeah, no, apparently that's supposed to be something. The last thing that I saw, actually, when Incarnate was doing that live stream with that guy online, and I kept following him around and killing him, they were talking about that he was every time they would get close to being ready for the iPhone release, Apple would go and change something. Go figure.
Yeah, sure. Moving on then. What are 5 things Circo Dominion doesn't want us to know?
We have the best parties. We talk the most shit. Well, actually, not everybody knows that. We don't have any really super secrets.
Well, there's 1 through 5 for you. So how many grandchildren do you have? As a character, I mean, not in real life.
As a character, none.
Yeah, okay. So much for the roleplay. We'll get there one day. Did you or did you not have sexual relations with that Smurf?
I did, but she paid me.
What is your favorite dinosaur figurine and why?
Oh, Velociraptor, because, dude, they're small and fast and fuck you up.
I mean, who else are you going to send to the kitchen? Jurassic Park reference, what? Good times. Who is Sid Wolf, or is that pronounced Kid Wolf?
No idea.
Neither do I. I don't think I've seen him before today. But he is here, and he is in gray, so I'm assuming he's in gray to stay.
It's probably another noob that didn't get the whole "don't home in gray" memo.
Well, he was in Nation Wars too, and I think he's part of some guild. I'm really wondering if he's an alt of someone.
Everybody's an alt of Wes. We're
Right.
all Wes clones. Nobody knows it. We haven't figured it out yet.
Wes interviews himself every episode. It's never going to get stale. So Black, who did not ask questions at first, but eventually got around to it, asked, why does the Circo Menace refuse to stay within its own nation?
Because you can't kill Smurfs in Circo Space, because they never come there.
Yeah, gray is the place to be in VO. And that's really all there is to it. Why do Circo Nationals resort to piracy and guerrilla warfare when faced against a superior combat unit?
Well, when I run into a superior combat unit, I'll answer that question.
I got a superior combat unit for you.
Yeah. All right, that's for after the chat. I told you, bro, not public.
Don't live stream that one. Why
Quick, edit that out.
Why has one fallen as low as Fami to go and spew misinformation and lies in the direction of Void?
I don't know what lie we've spewed other than their obvious alliance with TGFT, and I mean, I call it how I see it. You're hanging out with TGFT. You have an ex-TGFT council member as your lieutenant. That says to me TGFT Puppet Guild. I don't know. I call it how I see it.
Is Seeger still TGF? I mean, well, I meant Void, and that's the end result. Is he still Void?
So far as I know, he's still lieutenant.
All right, moving on. Luxon asked, "Who is Luxon in game? Do you know?"
No clue.
Neither do I.
I've seen him, but I couldn't tell you what nation he is or what he does.
Maybe his in-game name is Luxon, and I just haven't seen him enough to remember. He asked, "How do you?"
Actually, yeah, I think she's UIT now. I think about it.
Oh, Gross.
Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
How do you...
I just shoot people.
There's the one mentality. Shoot people. How do you feel you add to the game's roleplay in your own unique way? Besides shooting people.
I don't know. I probably don't. Probably just aggravate the shit out of a lot of people. I don't know.
Huh? I guess that's roleplay. Trolling is a roleplay. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not like I do anything tremendous or outstanding, so.
His next question is, what is your history outside of 1? But I think that's pretty thoroughly covered.
It was 2 weeks of being UIT.
Yep. And not joining TGFT for the record as well.
Yeah.
What is your current view on the state of various VO guilds?
Honestly, I think the biggest problem we have right now is just that. I mean, like Void, we kind of have that pseudo war thing going with them, but they play. They've always got people on, which is cool. I get. Oh shit.
Pizza's burning.
Nah, my screensaver came on. I was like, panic. But I go down to B8 and I'll fight with Black sometimes or some of the other guys because it's fun. I think the biggest problem, is like ITAN has pretty much fallen into non-existence. Yep. I see Harpo maybe once every 2 weeks. I'll see him on.
And it's not just ITAN; it's Itani nationalists in general, really.
Yeah, like I saw Nikki for the first time in B8 the other day, and but Bojan hasn't been on. I liked fighting with SKB. We used to have fun fights, and they're not around. So it's like, the only conflict thing we really have is the TGFT thing.
Mm-hmm.
And even there, very rarely do we get them out in gray space and catch them.
Yeah, because
like
the claim of being a traitor just nullifies how much gray combat they really do.
Yeah, like today, Big and I killed a TGFT Trident in Urias F6 because it's like, fuck it, it's one there, let's kill it.
Yoda of Borg wants to know if it burns when you pee.
Sometimes. Depends what I had for dinner.
Funny how spicy foods can make the other end hot, but the front end pretty much stays the same. Just a thought. Harpo asked, what did you do with Harkin? Was Harkin your UIT character?
No, actually, Harkin was he was a one council member that I think he stopped playing right before I joined. Because everybody used to tell me about Harkin, and they'd say like, you kind of sound like him, or you kind of talk like him, and I'm like, okay, never met him, but so far everybody that I've met in one or that used to be in one are all really cool people. So I take it as a compliment, I guess. I don't know. I don't really understand the question, but.
Well, if you don't understand that question, get ready for this one. Neon Black asked, if you were shrunk down to the size of a nickel and dropped into a blender, how would you get out?
I would kill his Greyhound and his Furies just like I did the other day while he was on his fake Itani Fanny character.
Is that what that's called? Neon Black and his Furies? The blender.
Yeah. He got me one day with his, he caught me in my dent and I didn't have a fighter in it. And that's the only kill that's happened on my dent other than when Jack and I first launched him, the guild did first kills on him so nobody else could claim that right. But he's the only other person that's ever killed my dent.
I'm assuming he bombed your dent. He wasn't able to take down the shields with him and the Furies, was he?
Yep. Nope. He nailed me with he was in a Greyhound with a PCB and 3 Furies, and I had nothing in my ship but XCs because I was moving battery building supplies up to Circo Space, and boomed the shit out of it.
Oh wow! I'm actually surprised
on his TRI character, no less.
Michael 144, who I have not seen around in a little bit, and actually a couple of these questions looked a little dated, so I'm going to take it he's not very active as of right now. He asked, when did you get so old that you needed a new alt?
Okay, I really don't grasp the question there as to how that, how you're supposed to answer that.
Lazy bear likes to shit candy's lawn, steals lemons. All right, Michael also asks, why do you have an admire standing with Itani?
I do.
I don't know.
Oh, I guess. Oh, yeah. Well, Blue Wash does, but that's only because since this. Yeah, I have. Well, I have 3 washes. I have 1 in each nation because I stole the whole. I saw Savage and did that, and I'm like, "Ooh, that's fucking brilliant!" I get ships from every nation, and it's a little bit more work than, like, you've got guys like Seeger and EP and some of the other guys that have been around for a while, so they still have X1s or Sky Proms, before the whole. You can't buy the other nation ship stuff happened. So, since how I was after that, my only option was to just put a character in each nation and get them that way. So, I guess technically, yes, I do have an Itani admired character, but he's Itani. So,
I actually did not get into alts until this last comeback. I literally played for years with no one but Lazy PC, iLazy, and the Lazy DJ, and that was born.
Yeah, the only reason I even did it was so I could, I wanted to fly X1s and see what they're like and use them against the Smurfs because, that's all they ever showed up in was dual flare, dual flare X1s, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to see what this ship's like, and the only way for me to do that was to have a Smurf guy, which, I built him up in secret and started a guild as cover while I was building him up.
How did you feel about that dual flare X1?
I don't like it as a dual flare. It's not as cool as dual flares on a prom. I like it better with dual newts and a single flare.
So what do you think of Void, sir?
Overall, I mean, they're active. They do a lot of, that's like our primary 100 shit talking guild is, we go back and forth with them. When they're not on, it's like we go back and forth with a couple of the TGFT guys, but I like Void because they play, they give us somebody to shoot at and somebody to shit talk with, and they don't get all butt hurt when we're shit talking each other, and they're active.
Yeah,
which is doesn't really
no point in having a nemesis if you never see him.
Yeah, it's like there's not really that many Itani to go shoot because they're either hiding in Itani space or they don't play very often. Like we used to see Starblaze and Zagen all the time, and that was our only Itani nationalists, air quotes, to shoot at, and they pretty much, I very rarely see them anymore. And since Harpo's took over, I think I've seen him maybe 6 or 7 times on. And, so it's, I see Void way more than I see any other guild.
Yeah. Sir, where did you put the wheelchair?
I don't have one yet.
No. Well, then nowhere. I put it in storage.
Shoosh, Nikki. You'll take no shit from my RC today, thank you. I just saw you the other day. And you shot me like 4 times, so kiss my ass.
So, why do you kill or don't kill Circo? And, okay, this is a Michael question, number 1. So, the phrasing is kind of odd. And I'm just going to try to explain the question instead of asking outright how it's typed. I guess he's asking why you kill or don't kill Circo that are I-10 or SKV, or I-10 that are 1 or red.
Huh?
Right? Moving on. If 1/red camps B8 long enough, do you think the devs will change the wormhole sector?
I can't recall the last time we camped B8. I mean, we go down, we'll get bored sometimes and roll the dents down there and fight with Void, but that's really because they're the only, quote unquote adversary we really have.
Yep.
But I wouldn't say we camp. We sit there for about 15 minutes and get bored and go do something else.
Do you, or have you, ever had an alt in TGFT?
Not that I'm going to admit to that may have a Romanian IP address.
Boom, boom, boom. Does one secretly give ore to the Itanis?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of either. Why is Void a pirate guild?
You know, I don't look at them as like a true pirate guild, because you know you can't really pirate when you only sit in one sector. But you know that's their thing. You know, they like to sit in B8 and fight, which is totally cool. You know, I wouldn't exactly call them, you know, pirates, but you know, not like Fami or you know, Fami flies around a lot and they pirate, and these edit guys, these fucking guys, goddamn, they're like everywhere. Every time I turn around, there's one in a sector, and I'm like, son of a bitch, where did you guys come from? Yeah, I wouldn't call them I wouldn't say they're a pirate guild, but you know, they're pretty good at what they do, so I'll give them that.
And they don't even claim to be a pirate guild, really.
Yeah, no, they have. I mean, like Black's thing that he posts, you know, it's, you know, PvP is what their primary thing is, which is, you know, pretty much really what they do, you know, is sit and be PvP people, which is cool. I mean, somebody's got to do it.
Will Black ever have a trident?
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, about the time 1.9.57 comes out.
Yes.
No, honestly, I don't know. The last I knew, he had like one EHA done. So, other than that, you know, and that could be complete, you know, who knows?
I still have no EHA done. My focus is I'm just gonna try to do all the FFSA and the FCP to do everything, and then just move up steps from there. And
yeah, I've got like five EHAs done for, you know, when and if that unicorn of Type S and Type Ps ever comes out. But I'm thinking I'll probably have Social Security in real life before that actually happens.
Right.
So
sorry, I didn't have any magical rainbow effects queued for you.
You can overdub it later. It's cool.
Yeah. Why is Lazy PC asking the questions?
Because you're the host. I don't know.
Well, I expect that at some point the script will get flipped around and maybe someone will volunteer to interview me, which, you know, I guess I'll probably end up having to do all the same setup and stuff I normally do.
No, dude, you got to do the West thing and interview yourself. Put a character on, you know, put another machine up and have a character on each screen and just totally do the West thing and interview yourself. It'd be brilliant.
We'll do
it'd
like
probably be the
two-face
highest
paint
one
or something in a couple different cameras.
Yeah, it'd probably be like the highest watched Pew Chat Die ever, because everybody would be like, how the hell is he going to do this? This will be hilarious. Like, Wes would probably even come back to watch it and be like, yeah, no, that's not how I would have done it. You should have done this, this, and this.
So, I had no idea what to do for your promo video. And just out of nowhere, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do some... Hey, quiet down, girl. Thank you. I'm just going to do some text-to-speech kind of crap. And that'll just have to work. And then I was like, you know what if I took his name and I, like, remixed it?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That was pretty funny. Like, I'm watching it and I'm going, okay, that intro part was kind of hilarious. And then it started doing the rap thing with the beat behind it. And I'm like, oh, that's freaking great.
Yes, it was amazing. Even somehow one of my friends that doesn't have anything to do with Vendetta Online at all left me a voicemail the other day, and he's like, excuse me while I transform into a space bear and shit on Kenny's lawn. I was laughing my ass off, and so apparently it got around quite a bit. It was funny.
No, that's awesome.
But they're actually,
I mean, that's kind of the whole point, though, to get people that don't play Vendetta interested in that. So maybe some good will come of it.
So
maybe we'll get some of these
couple.
Phantom 20,000 people that supposedly joined will actually, you know, materialize. Right after that Type S and P.
So
sometime
if you want to
soon.
take the time to listen to these, what I'm actually going to do right now is, what text channel are you in?
I'm in 100 right now.
I mean on Discord, I'm afraid.
Oh, public, I think.
Public, VOA?
Hold on. I gotta unlock my screen to see. Yeah.
Well, these two files are actually alternate remixes that I had to choose from that I didn't upload. If you want to listen to them, I'm actually gonna play them for people that listen to the stream right now. Oops.
Oh yeah, I use Discord on my phone, so I'll have to check those out later.
Oh well, I'm sorry. Maybe,
Well, that's okay.
Maybe if
I like it better on my phone.
I think, will that cause feedback though? I don't know. Let's find out. I'm gonna try to unplug my headphones, so be prepared. This could go horribly wrong.
Okay, awesome. Standing by.
Oh. All right. So maybe if I play this loud enough, it'll kind of echo back to where you can hear it. Oh, not if it's that quiet, that's for sure. Okay, pause, rewind, look at Discord, make sure you even broadcast. Boom. Okay, where's volume on Windows Media Player, man, I'm telling you. If I didn't have Adobe products, this would be crap. Here we go. Or don't.
Yeah, that's a little too check now.
So yeah, that's one that didn't make the cut.
Yeah, that's like let's do some meth and dance.
Right. And then there was one other one that didn't make the cut as well, and it was this one.
Open wash burn. 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 Open wash burn.
So yeah, that was fun. Headphones back in.
Yep. Yeah, all you needed was some DJ scratching overdubs in there, and it would have been like over the top.
Yeah, well, we got what we got, and it is done. For Space Bear, he's floating around. Where the hell am I? Oh, apparently floating in a wormhole sector. Not dead, amazingly. Because Splenetic is here as well, and he would definitely shoot at me. And there goes a flare. Alright, let me get my dock back up. So, sir, which is better? Saturday night or Sunday morning? For Vendetta Online and other reasons.
I'd have to say Saturday night, because Sunday morning I'm usually watching F1 racing, so.
Really? An F1
Yeah.
fan? That's actually kind of interesting.
Well, you gotta root against the Mercedes guys, because, they're just both douchebags.
So I take it that you don't chew and drink Bud Light and stuff?
Nope.
Yeah. Go figure. That'd be NASCAR.
The most redneck thing I watch is hockey, and I wouldn't really say that's redneck, because...
No. I mean, unless you're... Is there such a thing as a Canadian redneck?
I guess if they're from Newfies, I guess. So that's what my Canadian friends say. Pretty much that's like the equivalent of redneck in Canada is Newfies.
I got a mullet, and I drink maple syrup. What are your opinions about TGFT?
Oh dear God.
I thought that's what we covered in this entire episode.
Well, let's just sum it up.
If you had to sum it up into one sentence, what's your
dumbassery? I'm sure back in the day they had genuine let's do good intentions, but my experience so far, other than a couple select individuals, is then that they pretty much have this high and mighty almighty with TGFT. We have all of this money, we're going to do this and this and this and this, and they don't really I like today I got to do a wicked thing on 444 with some of the guys, because there was a noob that was asking about joining, and I'm not, in all honesty, not trying to be a dick. I try to jump onto 444 and say, hey, look, just to let you know, you're gonna get shot at a lot, because they don't ever fucking tell anybody that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, yeah, I'm totally a dick on there sometimes just to be a dick because, it's a video game. But, you know, legitimately, they, you know, I've watched some, you know, I watched 444. I watched some recruit people just, you know, to watch and sometimes to be a dick. But, you know, they don't tell them, you know, hey, you're going to get shot at, but, you know, if you're cool with that, or like this kid was asking if he could get any better ship than a Revenant, you know. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, you get an SVG.
Yeah,
and
Rev is not a very good fighting ship whatsoever, I believe.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, you can get SVG at level 3. And, you know, one of their newbie guys was like, no, you can't, because, you know, then you can't trade in Titania space. And I'm like, dude, yeah, you can. You can go get SVGs, buy a few of them, stockpile them, and then go fix your Titania standing and still trade. Come on.
Nikki just logged on. And Loki wants to know if you like blue candy.
No, never eat the blue candy.
Never eat the blue candy. So the whole red pill, blue pill matrix thing is answered as well, right?
Oh, there's a matrix question? Oh.
Why is one friendly with red? Shouldn't you be fighting them?
No, because we're both circo-nationalist guilds.
I was actually curious what the difference was. I didn't quite understand the question either. 12 net.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the only real difference is red shoots everybody, and we actually have a couple allies. That's really the only difference.
12 net Juan wants to know, how did Wash feel when he got his first prom?
After grinding, because everybody's like, get the, you know, Dirty's like, get a, dude, you're gonna love a prom, you get a prom, get a prom, get a prom. And I got the proms, and I'd watch them fight them. I'm like, okay, this thing looks pretty badass. And the first time I flew it, I'm like, this thing is a fucking piece of shit. Because, you know, that's all I ever flew up to that point really was SVGs. And, like, the only heavy ship I'd really flown to that point was Tongue Tars. And, yeah, the first time I flew one, I'm just like, this thing is a piece of shit. It can't strafe. It can't do this. And, you know, I just started to work on, you know, learning how to fly it and practicing with it. So it's, you know, it's an okay ship. I like it. You know, it's good when I'm doing furball stuff because I can take a few hits from 3 or 4 people before I die. But I still like SVGs the best.
Disappointed in your answer. Perhaps you would like to explain to him what your favorite ship is and why then.
My favorite ship is the SVG.
Now, what
especially with an IHDPC in it.
IHDCP and
up until about 2 weeks ago, I ran them with all law newts. Now I run it with single Widowmakers because it's way lighter and the strafing and rolling on it is so much faster with that loadout.
I've seen a number of ships start using a single Widowmaker layout lately. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it just makes the ship so much lighter and maneuverable. You know, I mean, it's designed to chase shit down. It's not really, you know, it's not like a core vault where it's super strafey. But having just a single Widowmaker, you know, makes them a little bit more on par with a dual whatever.
I was on Lazy Bear the other night and in an SVG doing some station defense. I was really surprised how well I was able to chase guys down, which of course were only rags, but even so.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I have Greyhounds at all the stations for, you know, station defense. But I honestly, I like the SVGs better. They just, the way they turn, the way they fly, especially with that single Widowmaker and that battery. It's my new addiction. I'm sure I'll get over it in a couple months and move on to something else. But
I'm taking it that Monday Fundy asked you to die, and then 12 Met Juan wants to know who pirated you first. I think you covered that, but maybe we'll just...
Yeah, Sabbath.
Yeah,
well, and he didn't really pirate me. He just blew me up for not wanting to pay.
yeah, I guess there's a difference. Who's the first person you ever paid?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me think.
Right? That's like the breaking point. That's when your will breaks down and you just realize that it's going to be easier if you do.
Actually, you know what? I don't think I actually ever really did pay anybody because the only people that really ever stopped me were Fammy. And, you know, I didn't play that character very long before I was in Circle and One and Fammy have an alliance. So I never really ran into that.
Okay.
So I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't recall that I ever actually paid anybody.
So,
Maybe one of the pirates out there will be like, no, motherfucker, you paid me. But if I did, I don't remember.
Who's your favorite person to shoot? Big Nasty says his is Kenny B.
Yeah, Kenny's fun to shoot at. Usually he's running, but let's see. Spunnick's pretty fun. Seeger's fun. I still think that bastard's cheating if he's listening. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, Nikki's fun because Nikki pulls out some of the most random weird shit and then rapes you with it. That's just like, how the fuck did you come up with it and then get good at it?
Right? Someone just had way too much damn time on their hands.
Yeah, I mean, he just comes out with the most outlandish loadouts and just will fuck you up with them left and right. You're just like, how the fuck do you do that, dude?
12 That Juan wants to know how you felt when you first met him.
I don't know. I don't recall if there was any. I mean, it's like, cool, we got new people in the guild because, for the longest time we weren't recruiting because, we have pretty stringent requirements to get in.
Do you guys? But I thought you guys had Impulseo or whatever his face is. Was it just for the lulz?
Let in. Oh, Plesio? Oh, no, Plesio.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, we don't have it's not like Void where we have the pseudo testing, but it's like, you got to have 555 across the board. You gotta, you got to, demonstrate that you're doing Circo shit. And, so for the longest time, there weren't really any noobs that were committing and doing that, so we weren't recruiting.
Either big
12 actually is a transplant. He came over from another guild because his guild was kind of inactive for a little bit of time, and we had him come over. He switched over to Circo and we brought him into the guild, and I mean, he's a kid and he's pretty, there's some days where he just gets all off on a tangent instead of kind of trying to do what we're doing, but he's a good enough kid. I give him a lot of crap about building this trident.
Reverend Sean, you should never AFK in gray. So, when you watch this later, just remember.
Oh, did you just kill him AFK? That's brilliant. I love it when they do that.
Bloop. Say goodbye, sir. I didn't even
I got Arp's trident one day like that in Nukari A10. He was AFK, and I was flying in to get batteries, and I saw it. I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, here we go. He's gonna hand me my ass in an X1. Flew by, nothing happened. I flew back out and nothing happened. I'm like, oh, shit, all right, I'm going to de-shield it. So I flew back in, I got a rag, and I came out and I de-shielded it. Nothing happened. I'm like, shit, this bitch is AFK. Hauled ass back in, grabbed an all-energy one, came back out, and just sat there pummeling on his dent, waiting for him to jump out and kill me. And he didn't. And totally blew up his trident. And
Nice.
2 minutes later, I see in 100, he goes, and that, kids, is why you don't go AFK with the sound turned off.
Right? So, sir, did you come up with the answer to that question I sent you?
Oh, yeah. Let me send that to you right now. Didn't know if anybody else was in the room, so.
I'm not sure if Big just missed the answer or what's going on. But who's your favorite person to shoot again?
I'm going to have to say Kenny at this point, because he's really the only person that if I see, I totally break off and will hunt that bitch down. I mean, 9 times out of 10, I end up just flying circles around him while he's, shooting swarms until they're all gone. But...
so you want to fight in a storm then?
Oh, is it a storm? Shit.
I mean, we
Maybe.
can.
No, let's not do that. Let's go one below that.
Not a problem, sir. I'll wait.
Give me 1 second. I'm just in the station right there. fire up my screen capture shit. No, 12, you cannot watch the fight.
Well, I guess he can watch the fight, can he?
He can watch the fight after it's over.
Oh. So no 2-hour episode this time.
Yeah, I'm not that interesting. There's not 2 hours worth of information. I haven't been playing that long.
Was there 2 hours of information from A-Dog? Or wait, was A-Dog a 2-hour interview? I think Savitt was a 2-hour interview.
Oh, was it? Yeah, I don't. A-Dog seemed like it was pretty long too.
Oh man, with Savitt's though, the crappy thing about that is there was literally like an hour of technical troubles beforehand because voice chat just would not work or would not cooperate, and in the end is because he was using fucking, I don't know, TeamSpeak or something on his phone. It was horrible.
Oh yeah, no.
So I completely like threw all my ideas out the window like 3 different times and tried to restructure stuff just to figure out that's not even on my end. I was like, oh, screw me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Discord is by far the best gaming chat system out there right now.
Yeah, and for those that watch, when I live stream, there is a public VOA Discord server, and then, you know, I would invite you to come and try it out anyways, and just bullshit around. Voice chat makes the game a lot more fun. It really does. That's all I can say.
Especially when you're shit talking. Yeah, it makes shit talking more fun.
If you're easily offended, it might not be for you.
Right.
Oh.
Is that where you're at? That's
that's where I'm going.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna wait till the last minute. I'm doing some misdirection.
Oh no, I'm here.
Okay,
gotcha. I'm like, damn it! I jumped on the wrong one.
No, you're good. Well, sir, before we get started, thank you for volunteering again, and thank you for being a part of it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. You know,
where's your patch? What is this? This is number 6. I can't see the video. Am I going to wormhole or just 3,000? Okay, so yeah, closer. I know you're probably not watching the live stream, but right now I'm holding your patch in front of the camera. So afterwards, we'll get together and we'll figure that out, and I will send that on your way, sir.
Yeah, that'll look cool with my Battlestar Galactica patch.
Even has the number 6. What's it called? Embroidered in it in gold thread. So.
Ooh, pimpin'. Big pimpin', yo. Big pimpin'.
I'm surprised that worked out. That was a lot of work. I've never freaking done embroidery before. That was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I got a buddy that works for a local sports shop here, and that's what he does. It's like embroidery and silk screening. The amount of work he puts into some of that stuff, I'm just like, damn, dude.
Yeah, don't laugh at it. I tried my best. And the problem with the Vendetta on Air logo is it's like 2 images I pulled out of Google Images, plus the Vendetta lettering that I just, screen grabbed from the game. And so it's all pretty low-res crap. The fact that it looks as good as it does is pretty amazing.
Awesome.
When I get the garage done, I want to put like a wall sticker out there. I just don't know how good it's going to look by the time it's that big.
Just hire one of them Indian guys that's like a genius with Photoshop. Be like, here, recreate this except this freaking big. We probably do it for like $5 on that $5 get stuff done website.
I need this in vector.
I need this in vector, and it's got a scale.
I'm gonna
to the size of my house.
My car in it.
I'm gonna paint it on my garage floor.
I'm gonna make bumper stickers that only 100 people in the entire United States understand. Oh, really? Oh. Well, okay. I guess that makes sense because you have been saying it's your favorite ship the entire time. Now the question is it single Widowmaker or not?
We're gonna find out shortly, aren't we?
We're gonna find out. Are you ready, sir?
I am ready, sir.
All right. Well, good luck and have fun.
Woohoo! Here we go.
Here we go.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. Closing the distance. Dun 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 dun.
Try not to go 0-6. Don't do it, ladies. Don't do it. You could. Ooh.
Oh, dual flare loadout. You gave yourself away.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Question is how hard do those things really hit?
Stop messaging me 12. I'm trying to fight people. God
he's
damn.
He's messaging me too.
Oh, shit. Nice one. Damn it, Jim.
Sorry. Or I don't think I'm supposed to say sorry. I'm supposed to be shooting you. That's horrible. The lazy DJ can never be a pirate. He has too much of a heart. Oh shit, my cat's eyeballing me.
Oh, jump in his lap, kitty. Jump in his lap. Meow. Meow.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened at all today.
Jesus.
Alright.
I can't hit shit.
Well, I finally stopped. If you ever watch Black's videos, he's doing a lot of rolling. But if you ever watch Nate and Laura, Nikki and stuff, they don't roll. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. Oh. Flares, got me. Oh, damn it, you're gonna win it.
1-6, come on, 1-6.
You're gonna win it. Oh, fuck, good fight.
Good fight, sir. Oh, man.
There you go, I broke your streak for you.
1-6. 1-6. I mean, wait. 1-5. This is number 6. 1-5. That's like 14%. Good times. Okay. Moment of silence for Grandpa Wash, who was just defeated in the heat of battle.
Yeah,
honestly, going into this episode, I thought it was going to end up being I have a couple different characters I could play on, and so I was like, well, maybe this will be nationalist versus nationalist because you're known for being a nationalist. So that's why I went ahead with Lazy PC and the Valk and stuff. But I figured,
I figured you were gonna come with the next one.
Yeah, I didn't realize that prom was not a fun ship for you. Otherwise, maybe I would have gone.
Yeah, no, I mean I've got a couple in the station, but I like doing the SVG Widowmaker thing better. It rolls better.
I'm gonna have to try that coming up. Speaking of which, since I'm here, I guess I could just order some from Gray Shop or stop being lazy and make it myself. Yep. Well, sir, thank you again. Let me shut off the stream, and then I'll get some contact info from you if you don't mind.
All right, peace.
All right. Thank you guys for watching Vendetta on Air. There's something I need to say. Well, thank you, sir, again, and I hope you have a good afternoon.
Not a problem. Thank you, sir.
See you some other time.